On my right, I have Mr. Hezekiah, aka Pussy, and on my left, I am here with Mr. Samuel Ochola Odao. The two are very serious pioneers of Chulaimbo Boys High School.
And the old boy of Chulaimbo Boys. I joined Chulaimbo Boys in 1974 and did my EACE, East African Certificate of Education.
Not the current
one.
The current is KCSE.
Yeah, we were doing it. It was an East African affair. So Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya.
Could you kindly tell us what made Chulaimbo Secondary School to come to existence?
Well, there was an outcry. We had very few schools, if any. We had about 4 primary schools, but the nearest secondary school was Maseno. Then we could extend to Nyahera, Ogada, and there was one in Osiri, which I think died off. So the most known were Maseno, Ogada, and now we had to go to Kisumu. So that's why people thought of at least having some schools around. And that time Chulaimbo was a primary school. Where we are now, where the secondary is situated, used to be a primary school. So they were relocated the other side of the road, and they are still there as a primary school with the same name.
With the same name.
Chulaimbo Primary. That is how we decided, or the natives decided to have a secondary school.
Why called Chulaimbo? Where did this name come from? Chulaimbo, is it a village name, or somebody was called Chulaimbo, you never wanted the name to die? Or where did the name come from?
Okay, you must admit that the place was very bushy, and during rain we could have the stagnant water. So on the other side, it was like an island. The other side was dry, this side was dry. But the area where the thing is used to be swampy. So wherever we were, looking at the swampy area was to the west of the dry land.
Okay.
So it's an island within the west. Imbo is west and island is Chula. It was a rule that whoever comes from around and he did his CP by that time had to join Chulaimbo Secondary. That was just like a rule. So we had calling letters. Most of us joined Chulaimbo. But the highest fee I paid was 480 shillings per year, which the parents couldn't raise. So we could be sent home, just like now. But we also have to agree that 480, which was that time, is just like $1 million of today.
Given that you are pioneers, were there some favors in terms of waiving school fees so that maybe you are not sent home, or you are given something to do to replace school fees? I want you to respond to that.
Yeah, there was nothing like that. There was no waiving. In fact, we have to pay that fee, 480. It's when you can continue your classes. Failure of which is either the parents could go and talk to the teacher, accept it or no. But you have to pay that. You have to clear it before the year ends.
Mr. Pussy, what can you say about disciplinary cases today that you see in Chulaimbo? And if these students could be during your lot, or those teachers who taught you could be teaching today, could learning session be going on?
Well, I can say discipline is discipline, but the way it is exposed. Discipline was instilled in us. We were moving with the discipline. We were not waiting for somebody to make us be disciplined. But these days you can even hear a student arguing with a teacher. Who are you to do that? Your hair could be bushy. Who are you to do that those days? You had to be presentable anytime, every time. You had to be available every time, anytime. If there was anything to make you out of school, it had to be known in advance. Just don't move away, move in. And don't forget, we used to board. It was compulsory that from 3, from 4, you board. Even if you are a stone throw from the school, you had to do boarding. So you can see the level of discipline that was there.
Describe the physical appearances of your classes during that time?
The classes were terrible. Not terrible that they were anything, but terrible that first there was scarce. Like, if I could say the truth, we used to have a class during the day, which was turned to be a boarding or a dormitory at night. You had to sweep it in the morning, leave it for classroom, then redo again in the evening, sleep there. You can see the terror in it. When we moved to the laboratory, we didn't even have chemicals. We were only told, if you go to a lab and find a yellow substance, which is maybe powder, just assume it is sodium, you see. So we could struggle, and don't forget, physical science was a must. So we had to do what was supposed to be done. I remember even when we were doing sports, Chulaimbo had about 40 students, or at most 50. That was Form 1 and Form 2. Competing with Maseno, which went up to Form 6. They had the boots, they had all the facilities. Chulaimbo was playing in barefoot. And I like one head principal. We were with him, Mr. Martin Mwanga. He's still alive, God give him more life. He used to urge us up. He could say, make their boots hot. And we could do that and score and outplay Maseno. So Chulaimbo, looking at it now, I think the pupils will just pass their exams. We never used to have a laboratory, never used to have a what. Everything, even if we wanted to do some tests, we had to go to a neighboring school, which was either Maseno or somewhere else.
At the entrance of the school, every visitor has to go through security registration. Mr. Otieno is one of the officers in charge of the main entrance.
My name is Gerald Otieno. I'm working as a security officer in charge. Our headquarters is in Kisumu County, or director officer. We have here in Chulaimbo Boys, we were 8 guards, 2 day shift, 6 night shift. Apart from that, we have CCTVs and cameras which helping us to provide a security officer. We have admin, we have so many dormitories, we have several classes, and we have dining.
And now, the Chulaimbo Boys High School that we see today, just like other secondary schools across the country, it receives and admits Form 1 students for its continuity at the beginning of every term 1.
I'm the head of this department. Whatever, Makesa, but no Ronya whatever, otherwise, I never ask.
Yes, I'm Koto Toma. One of the poor, Ilumangare Square, Oak Block, a terrible 77. Mano is what you carcai. No, you can't bear, what you bear, no, you can't pay, and it's hotel nagi. Wang'ade kama endi mondo mi nyathi moro kik mondo omis kuon, mondo ng'at machielo kik mondo omis manyawadi kuon, koro bito kawe kende to odhi adhiya kamudhi chieme.
Because Chulaimbo Boys High School is going to act as a home away from home to many students who are joining Form 1 this year. This building is where they are going to call their bedrooms in the rest of their lifetime as they pursue their secondary school education in this school, particularly for their first year.
I get an opportunity to speak to the dormitory prefect, who is going to tell us his view on how he's planning to manage this big number of new students joining this school.
I'm Moses Otieno, one of the dorm captains. With the coordination with other prefects, we're to ensure that Chulaimbo is a home for all our new Form 1s. We're going to ensure that theft is reduced by using the CCTVs that have been installed by the principal to ensure that they stay in a school, have a peaceful coexistence with others. Secondly, to ensure that Form 1s feel that they are at home in this school, we're going to give them one of the best beds in the school so that they can feel that Chulaimbo is actually at home.
And now, as a wrap-up of the admission process, a parent confidently tells us how he is feeling as he leaves his boy to now start his A-level academic process at Chulaimbo Boys High School.
My name is Ben Oranga. Just finished the admission process of the son, and this far we're happy. The process was flawless, very efficient, and gives me confidence in leaving behind the boy. I believe he's in able hands, and he has a bright future ahead of him.
So as these noble students find themselves remaining in school, that is Chulaimbo Boys High School, it's important we get into one of the classrooms so that we talk to a number of them. We see the expectation they have and the dreams that will make them propel to greater heights in respect to the academic system they are going to subject themselves to. And here I come. Nicely dressed students, jovially looking. Form 1 champions, Chulaimbo Boys High School. Let's hear from them. It's important that we know people can be in bed, sleeping, themselves covered with the same blanket, but unfortunately, different dreams. What do you want to become in future?
My name is Donald James Omondi, and I'm a new student in Chulaimbo Boys. I stay in Kisumu, and this was my dream school, and my career is becoming an engineer.
Donald tells us that he wants to become an engineer in future, yani mhandisi katika siku zake za halafu. Donald, why do you think becoming an engineer is the best profession for you?
So becoming an engineer to me, I'm a man of maths and I like physics, this subject that operates with maths.
Should engineering fail, then Donald fails, or what next?
Me, I had two options. If I want to become an engineer, maybe I can try biology.
Or you fly us to India when we are sick.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And just as I said, people can be in the same bed, themselves covered with the same blanket, but different dreams. What do you want to become in future? Another student.
My name is Fidel Castro Mondi. I come from Kisumu, and the school that I used to study in was Jans Academy. I want to become a doctor because since I was a little kid, I dreamed of becoming a doctor, not seeing people dying with small diseases, the poor. I want to help them when I grow, because I love chemistry and sciences studies like medicine.
Now, for these students to get to the top of realizing their dreams, various meetings take place in this institution to enable them find the best solutions to possible problems that can hinder the success of their excellence.
So we have gone round and finally found the solution to the problem. I say to complete the syllabus, and then after that we can do the margin. But I want to tell Otunge, and I still insist, that you should not fear anything. Any teacher can step into your class. Even Madam Lavenda here, even Madam Lulu here can step into your class. You should be, because they also want to gain that experience. That is what we need. So I don't know why it becomes something that is a big deal, very difficult. Because I think it's not the first time you have attended my class. You have attended my class before when the boys were in Form 3. You also attended my class when the boys were in Form 4. And I think it should not be a challenge. So kindly I only call upon you. Let us just make things easy so that for the betterment of these good students. Thank you, Chair.
So we had a total of Ds, a total of 4 grade Ds that made us to be where we are. That made us learn one thing. There's something I learned from the grade, the results. I look at from 4 West, which was number 1. The last person had C-, which is 1. Note the last person had a C+ in history, and it was 1. East, the last person had a D+, and it was 1. Then South, we had 3. There's one who even went further and gave us a D plane. The two gave us D plane. Way forward. Just as geography team has said, we have decided again to continue with our programs. We will be having dawn classes, that is Wednesday and Friday. Then our night classes will be on Friday. And this time around, I'm calling the members of the department. It is not about, let us not start it from Form 4. You know, we lose it when we start from Form 4. You will find that we normally have a tug of war together with the SERI just to defend our class. And they should please help us in this system. That people who are just waiting for Form 3, Term 3, I mean, that is when they can tell us how maths is important more than history or geography. That people waiting for Term 3 to tell us how the school needs all more than any other subject. I wish when you have your meetings, you address this, because we have been having problems. In fact, we have been having problems even with the department where you come from. That is this way. Number 3 is we have also decided to, that is if the government will allow, to attend or organize a symposium within the school, so that at least it can help us stabilize history. Number 4, we are going to group these students according to their abilities. That is where we lost it last time. We are going to group them according to their abilities. And to the history department, this time, not even history, this one, let me just read generally. When an exam is given to Abadani, this time around, let us come out, let us supervise the exams. Madam HOD, you will realize that we've lost due to massive cheating, where the boys give us a very wrong impression that they are good. I will give an example of a boy, though I don't know whether I'll hurt the HOD, but there's this boy called Lewis. There's another one called Fisher. I knew Fisher was going to give me an A, but his case is better. But Lewis was always good, only to realize at the end that Lewis was just cheating. He got D-, D in everything. So let us come out and supervise this exam, because if Form 4s, and Malibu, just for a humble question, I would wish all Form 4s to do their exams just outside here, so that at least if a boy has 20, you know where to touch, you know the button to touch, you know the teacher to assign this boy. Because every time we lose, like 154 boys have C+ and above. What of if all the 170 students could have C+ and above? I assure you, we could have a mean of not less than 10.5. So let us work. And again, during supervision, I humbly request all of us to come out. It is always embarrassing that you give an exam. Last time we, together with the HOD and I think Mr. Eric, we had to leave offices when it was raining, and we got boys cheating in exams red-handed. Mostly it is our department that was affected. History was leading with cheating, geography, and even CRE.
My name is Nora Ulale. I'm a teacher of history CRE. We had a meeting as a humanity department, and we discussed on the way forward, and we came up with strategies on how to help our students the year 2022. We just began our first term, and we were looking at the past year's results and the way forward. And these strategies that we came up with is to group up students according to their abilities so that we may work on our performance and do more, and among others. Again, we have students that are supposed to sit for their exams in December, and with the syllabus coverage in time, we hope we are going to do better and come up with better results. Thank you.
Proper strategical plans lead to harvesting good results, and now good results can only be seen when we visit the Director of Studies office.
My name is Colin Sodemba, Director of Studies, Chulaimbo Boys. Now, talking about the results of 2021, I will say that they were good results. We scored a mean of 6.7 rather. Now, if I compare these results to the previous year, over 50% went to university that previous year. That is C+ and above direct entry to the government university direct entry. Now, that result has hinted to us a number of areas which we need to pull up as a school. We want to do much, especially with this current form force. We've embarked on serious syllabus coverage and the grey areas which we'll iron out with our students in classes. Teachers are motivated and they know which areas they are going to touch so that we perform even better come 2022 KCSE.
Well, in a school setup, academics is always considered to be very key, but the truth of the matter is that co-curriculum activities are also important in lives of various students. And for that reason, therefore, Chulaimbo Boys High School, among other schools, are right behind me inside this compound. And this is St. Mary's School Yala for the Yala Tournament 9th edition competition. Let's get in and find our ways on how activities are rolling.
My name is Mr. Tobias Were. I teach chemistry and mathematics. I'm the games master of Chulaimbo Secondary School. Today we are here at St. Mary's Yala. We have the Yala Open Tournament, which takes place annually. We have brought several teams, as you can see. We have the soccer team playing right now. They are playing with Vihiga Boys High School. We also have other teams here. We have basketball, we have handball, we have volleyball, and we have other indoor games going on. This has been one of the tournaments that we strongly participate in because it helps us to sharpen our students. In the last versions of this tournament, we emerged position 4 in soccer. Our best performing team was handball, which was position 2. Apart from the ball games which are participating in this tournament, we also have other disciplines that we offer to our students. We have chess, we have draft, we have table tennis, we have badminton. All those are free for any student who likes them to participate in them. The ball games are very important for the students, as you realize that the academic calendar is very tight, and in one way or another the students are very much into academics. So extracurricular activities are very, very important because they help the students to free their mind from the tedious classroom exercise, so that when they come back, they are able to grasp what they read. Some of the strengths that we have in our department is that we have been having a very positive and supporting administration. We rarely miss what we want. Always when we request for something, our principal acts very fast and he gives us what we want. The challenges that we have is that most of our students are more academically oriented. The students that we admit, we find that majority of them are reluctant to join sports because maybe from where they come from, they are told that it is academics, it is academics, it is academics. So we have very good talents, but when you tell a student to go to the field, they basically refuse because maybe at home they have been told, their parents have told them, I don't want to see you in the field.
My name is Diffrence Onyango from 4 Central in Chulaimbo Boys. As you all know that today is on a Saturday, and in our school, as our norm, we always put our games kit as an attire. And as you can see from the far end, is that the students are withdrawing some money from the KCB agents, and as you can see, I also have my card here with me, and I've done the withdrawal. Some students are also depositing some money in the card, and they are offering us a good service so that they can help us keep our money in safer places. And I can tell you that the service going on there is really helping our students, because some are keeping huge monies in the card and they cannot access them by themselves. Actually, Chulaimbo is a great school to be. Thank you.
So to make work easier, as other schools do, Chulaimbo Boys High School is not left behind. The following is the student council.
My name is Dickens Arnold Jan from 4 South, the entertainment captain, Chulaimbo Boys High School. During our entertainment days, we normally dance, we have dancing, watching that football is, and movies and also wrestling.
Okay, my name is Teddy Boniface Omondi. I'm environmental captain at Chulaimbo Boys High School. I am responsible for the cleanliness of the school. I ensure that all the manual work is done regularly at the morning before lesson started. As you can see also our field, this is the grazing field for the cows. I also ensure that it's well done and is conducive environment for our learners in school. I also maintain the cleanliness of our classroom at Chulaimbo Boys.
My names are Bekamja Kubuya and I'm from 4 Central. I'm the captain in welfare department, and in welfare we just consider the views of the students in relation to their well-being in the school.
I'm Washington Ouma. I'm the head of clubs and societies. In Chulaimbo the clubs are grouped into two. We have the non-academic clubs and the academic clubs. And in academic clubs, they're grouped into two. We have the science clubs, humanities and technicals. The science clubs, we have the Science Congress, which most so we reach the nationals and even sometimes reach the East Africa. That was last year but one. And the technicals, we have the geography, business. And when it comes to humanities, we have the history and the theory. Thank you.
My name is Kevin Otieno, Chulaimbo Boys High School. I'm the one in charge of the boarding section of this school. In this school, the students go to sleep at 10 p.m. till 4:30 when they wake up for their dawns. The challenges that we get in this school is waking up students in the morning, that is 4:30 when they're supposed to go back to their class. Otherwise, I'm very happy to be a student in this school, and we believe that in order to achieve our best, we must get out of our beds.
My name is Ryan Nyongesa, a class prefect, and being a class prefect, I stand in as the representative of all the class prefects. As a class prefect, we ensure that the boys cooperate, and the most thing that we do is that ensuring the time management is done well. Like we have the 10 minutes before the class begins, maybe at preps, we have a maths discussion, and 10 minutes in the morning after dawns, we also do a maths discussion. And in the Sundays also, after lunch, we also have 3 hours mathematics discussion. So these are the things that make us to proceed well in this school.
Hi, my name is Jeff Otieno from Chulaimbo Boys High School. I'm the Secretary General of the Student Council. And as a Secretary General, I have some roles to play. One of them being that I ensure the conduct of the prefects are up to limits. And also I'm the head of the time management. Well, I make sure that each and every morning the students wake up for their dawns. Between the classes, I make sure that each and every bell is rung and it's to its accordance time. Thank you very much.
And as we all know, every school has the president, that is student body fraternity. This president is always deputized by an assistant. Chulaimbo Boys High School has 2 deputy presidents. One of them is in charge of academics and the other one in charge of administration. Let's get their view.
Hi, I'm Tua Charles.
Hi, I'm Hilary Otieno.
And we are all capacitated to be the deputy school captains of this prior school, Chulaimbo High School.
In charge of academics?
In charge of administration.
As we all know, the role of school is to enhance academic. As Chulaimbo, we work tirelessly in order to make sure the school is running academics. In Chulaimbo, we have exemplary performed very well in county in terms of all the exams that we have done. We are aiming in leading in terms of academics and in terms of all premises that we have. As such, Chulaimbo, we thank the school administration for being supportive to us, prevailing everything required in studying, and that means that the school is already prepared for the mean. In terms of it, if I talk about teachers, the teachers have been partnership and working so hard to make sure the school has run. They make sure that they have covered the syllabus in time so that the students get the right time to revise. The students have been not contentious and they work tirelessly, extending up to 11 for their best results. And that means that the students have also sacrificed their time to make sure that they have earned the name of their school to in a more notch higher place. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the only key that we can use to break the bondage. I take this opportunity also to encourage students and all students of Chulaimbo to be passionate about their education, and they should always remember that success is not determined with our background, but it is determined how passionate we are and we work towards it. And they should also remember that success is not about the dream. We do not dream about it, but we create it in our life. To Chulaimbo students, let us remind ourselves that discipline is the key to everything, and everything that you do, you should make sure that you are disciplined. In Chulaimbo, we make sure that we produce legit boys who are tirelessly working and hard work to make sure that our sovereign country produce good boys. And as Chulaimbo will be the schools who have been producing boys who are honest to their country, loyal, and they do everything and they abide with the law. The legitimate boys who know what is hard work and they do the right thing. To every teachers in the school, I may also take this opportunity and send my gratitude and sincerely, heartily congratulations to tell you and to keep the hard work that you have been doing to make sure the students pass. No matter it is hard, we will be out of this problem. It is only a journey of 4 years to students. Let us just strive to make sure at the end of 4 years we come with something good. All said, thank you.
In administration, I work hand in hand with the deputy school principal, Mr. Nyonji, to make sure that the policies of the school are maintained. One policy of the school that we want to maintain is the language policy. In language policy, we make sure that the students are defiant, that they are contributing to the language of the school. The language we use are two languages. We have Kiswahili and we have English. In Kiswahili, we speak it on Fridays, where boys are speaking Kiswahili fluently. On Monday to Friday, we speak English, where boys are expected to be mandate of the school and speak only English. One thing I can tell you for free is that we are being defined by this language policy. The students are enhancing their languages and they are partaking in, and this will help them partake in various courses. One course they can partake in is journalism, where they can undertake and be prior citizens in the future. I can tell you for free that in Chulaimbo fraternity, we work hand in hand to produce civilized citizens in the community. In the school, I work hand in hand with my cabinet members, being my deputy and the school cabinet. In the school cabinet, it comprises of various distinctions where people are delegated duties. One duty I have is to make sure that the school cabinet does all of their duties promptly. I can tell you for free that Chulaimbo is a great institution where teachers are promptly and are doing their duties to make sure that the students will be successful citizens in the future. In Chulaimbo, we are also enhancing something. We are enhancing discipline in the community. In disciplinary, we are enhancing that each and every student in this school comes out a better person that he was in this school. Because as Glenn Washington told me, leadership is not, as Glenn Washington once said, leadership is not about being corruption. It's about making sure that your leaders, that your individuals are leading in the right direction. This message came prior when leadership in the Chulaimbo High School was enhanced, whereby the students are benefiting each and every year. They're adding something to their grade, they're adding something to their target, and we wish that they will continue with the prior vulnerable of being the top, the substantial school. One day, I can tell you that we want to move this school to the next substantial level. We want to make sure that this school, each and every member of this institution partakes in very high courses. Once they come out, they can come out very successful people, and they can come out very productive and lucrative minds in the nearby future. I can tell you that Chulaimbo is a great institution, and I'm talking to someone out there. This is the school to be. This is the school because this is the school to be. This is the school to enhance your talent talent. This is school to enhance your gifts. This is school to enhance your mentality. Come to Chulaimbo because you are all welcome. This is a private school and we hope to give you the best. With all those few remarks, I thank you.
Absolutely wonderful. As you've heard from the boys, that is the Deputy President Academics and the Deputy President Administration. Chulaimbo, therefore, is the school to be, the school to nurture talents, the school to propel to greater heights in fields of academics, the school to score the required grade to join any university in Kenya, East Africa, and even the world. Bring your child, bring your boy to Chulaimbo Boys High School. Let's move a little higher in terms of hierarchy to speak to the President, Chulaimbo Boys High School.
Hi viewers, my name is Ifen Onyango. I'm privileged to serve as the school captain to Chulaimbo Boys. Actually, I'm in Form 4 Central. I, being the school captain of Chulaimbo Boys, I have the overview of all the students in the school. I act as the link between the students and the teachers, and therefore, I get all the views from the students and I take them to the teachers, and the teachers act accordingly. In Chulaimbo Boys, our main core business here is academics, and therefore, I, being the school captain, I make sure that all the students do what they are required of at the right time and at the right place. And therefore, I always work closely with our teachers and my assistant prefects, who are 64 in numbers, including the class prefect. In the departments, all the students are represented, and therefore all the students have their views with the principal through the departmental prefect. And therefore, in our school, we make sure that all the students are taken care of, be it in academics or any other business. We work tirelessly together with our principal to make sure that the Students' Council is on board and on the ground to take the views from different people, from different students. As Chulaimbo Boys, we are privileged to have supporting teaching staff who are always working together with the students to redeem better grades. Actually, we are working together to achieve a goal, which is redeeming grade A. And for this year, as the Form 4s, we have our motto, which is inspired to achieve grade A, and our mean target is 8.0. Actually, the last school mean was 6.7, and this time we are targeting 8.0, which we believe it is possible. Actually, in our school, we believe that potential is a dominant ability, but ability which is not given responsibility is useless. And therefore, our teachers ensure that all students are given their ability and they are given what they are capable of doing. Thank you.
I am Brian Otieno from 3 Victors in Chulaimbo. I am the leader of Taekwondo here in Chulaimbo. We do it for body fitness and for self-defense.
By name, I'm called James Oscar from Chulaimbo Boys, and this is our agricultural sector where we conduct our agricultural project based on the animal production. This is our livestock shed where milking and rearing and all other agricultural practices are being conducted.
And my name is Austin Judah Odendo. I'm an agricultural student. I'm also an agricultural assistant. So behind me is the cow shed, and this side we have the calf pen, and this side we have the small cows and the other big cows. So here we have approximately 6 cows which are being milked, and 1 bull which help in the fertilizing the women, and approximately 6 to 7 calves. If you try your best here in school doing these agricultural products, you'll at least get money, like income when you are at home, trying to get also your pocket money. This is just the way you can get your pocket money. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, from the agricultural assistant. Thank you.
My name is Stephen Gabriel Ochieng from 4 South, the CU chairperson, Chulaimbo Boys 2022. The Christian Union body is made up of our patron, Mr. Moko, and his co-patron, Mr. Joshua Wera. We all have talents that we nurture from the Christian Union members who sing to the Lord. We always get motivational talk from our teachers and also from the speaker. And also we learn a lot from each and every day that we participate in our spiritual faith. And above all, we thank God for the great power, for all the protection that He has always given us until we always have this successful function.
I'm Pastor Jimmy Otieno Onyango. I'm an old boy of Chulaimbo Boys High School, and I finished school in the year 2001. And I can say that Chulaimbo has gone through tremendous transformation, and I've learned a lot from Chulaimbo. Chulaimbo has really contributed so much in my life, and I can say that my being a pastor or being called to serve God came from Chulaimbo. I received the call when I was still in this school, and I accepted the call after I finished my Form 4, my KCSE. But I can say that also when I was in this school, I saw a transition and a transformation. First of all, in the school itself. When I joined Form 1, there was a different administration. And this school was not, by the time I was joining Form 1, it was not the best school that anyone would want his son to go to. But when after 2 years, when I was in the last term in Form 2, we received another head teacher, and with this leadership, a different transformation took place. And Chulaimbo became the best school in this region in terms of discipline, and performance was so well. So from that time, I'm able to see how leadership contributes a lot to the running of institutions. And also I've learned concerning my pastoral work. I was brought up in the Christian Union in this school, and I was mentored and I was discipled in this school. And so I am whom I am today because of the brethren that I found in this school. Because of that, I'll request the pupils from different primary schools to consider Chulaimbo, to join this school. This is the best place to be.
My name is Moses Amoko. I'm born again. Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. I'm a teacher of this school. I've been a teacher here since February 2007. Currently, I'm the head of chaplaincy department. And among the programs we have mentorship program. One of the people in our mentorship program is Pastor Jimmy Otieno, an alumni of this school, who normally comes every Saturday for mentorship program. He had just given his brief talk concerning what he does and concerning being an alumni of Chulaimbo Boys. So what we basically do in chaplaincy department, we bring speakers who speak on various areas which touch on the needs of students. And we do have weekend challenges sessions that come once a term. We also have speakers on Sunday, and these speakers, they minister on the needs of students. Since 2017, we have seen a lot of improvement. I said 2017, not 2007. 2007, that was when I came here. 2017 is when I got into chaplaincy department. We have seen a lot of improvement. The discipline of boys have been improved. And I want to say that here we are raising up godly students. I think that is one of the greatest achievements we have seen in chaplaincy for the past 5 years. Then another very important thing is that since 2017, we have had the chaplaincy department, we produce the best students. The top students, the cream of this school are always students from Christian Union. Like in this year, we had out of 16 Form 4s who are in Christian Union, 13 of them passed and have qualified for university entry. And this has always been the trend. Even in this coming KCSE 2022, we are also expecting a good performance by the Christian Union members. So we thank God that Christian Union produces the head according to the scriptures and not the tail. This is the contribution we are making in touching and shaping lives of students in this school.
Academic excellence goes hand in hand with library in every school or every learning institution, and for that reason, therefore, I've got an opportunity to meet Stacy, who is the librarian at Chulaimbo Boys High School. How are you doing, Stacy?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Tell us what you do here as the librarian at Chulaimbo Boys High School.
Okay, what I do here in the library, we issue books, and the books that have been issued, if students go to the next class, they return back the books for the previous classes. And then we also offer them with revision books for different subjects. Yes, and teachers also, they come here for those revision books.
What's your worst experience in library, given that it is possible that some students can pick books and then they disappear with?
Okay, that has been a problem, yes, but we work hand in hand with the library prefects who help us to monitor the students.
That's great. In your experience as a librarian, maybe compare Chulaimbo library to other libraries where you've worked in.
Okay, I can maybe talk of space, because some schools, they have a bigger space where maybe somebody can come there and learn direct from the library, while the one we have right now, you can only take a book, you go, maybe you read from outside.
There is no reading space.
No, there is no reading space.
That's great, Stacy. Normally, human beings are created in a manner that they measure on the negatives than the positive. That is why, for example, if somebody gives you a glass of water that is halfway full, many a times people will be concentrating on the halfway empty instead of halfway full. What are some of the bigger challenges you are going through before you tell us the strengths as a librarian at Chulaimbo Boys High School?
Okay, about the challenges, this library is located, I think, near the highway, and the noise sometimes is too much. And then another challenge is maybe the shelves. The shelves are not enough. That is why you can see some books are still in the cartons. Yes, so the shelf, you cannot display all the books on the shelf.
What is the procedure of students borrowing the books? Everybody coming anytime, or there is specific days for Form 1s, 2s, 3s, and even 4s?
Yes, we have a schedule for all the forms, and teachers also. Teachers come here from Tuesday to Friday. They can come in anytime because they have lessons throughout the day.
Yes.
And for students, Form 1 and 2 can come Monday, and then Form 4 Thursday and Friday.
What is the best position or role this library has played under your tenure to students to help them pass examinations they do?
Okay, the revision books, the ones that are not there, we always make sure that we find a way to get them, and we also have the past papers for the student to revise.
Do you have donors for books? Where do you source your books from? Solely from the government?
Yes.
So what message do you have for the government?
Okay.
Maybe are you seeing the books are sufficient? Are they more than the number of students, or you still need more?
I think we still need more for, like, there are some subjects that are not enough for the available students.
Finally, tell us the strengths of your office.
Okay, the strength so far, we have rules and regulations that students need to follow for them to access the books. We also have a teacher in charge of the library who is helping us with the other teachers, follow-up kind of. And the library prefect also, who help us when students come here to borrow books, and maybe for cleaning the library.
Welcome to Guidance and Counseling Department, Chulaimbo Secondary School. My name is Tracy Ovea.
Okay, I'm Michael Loyola Okungu.
Thank you. My name is Diana Gwanda. I'm an assistant counselor.
And I am Nora Ulale, an assistant counselor.
The Guidance and Counseling Department in Chulaimbo is in place to support the academic programs of the school. Our aim is to bring out an all-rounded member of the society. We have different forums in where we do this. We counsel the boys individually, and sometimes we do it in groups. We have been able to mold them socially, spiritually, and also academically, because academics is the core business of the school. At this moment, I want to welcome Madam Nora to tell us the strengths of the department.
Thank you very much, Madam Tracy. Now, when we talk of strengths, we received training in our respective colleges, and with the skills that we have, we are able to handle the boys' cases. And then again, we have supportive administration that have been supporting us all through. And we also have a good rapport with the boys, and that again is helping us to move forward with the guidance and counseling team. Then we have an overnight program, which of course the colleagues that are in the department help in preparing the boys during the guidance and counseling sessions, more so on Wednesdays. Now I welcome Mr. Yola to take us through the challenges that you are experiencing in guidance and counseling.
I was once in a mixed school, and when I came to this school, the biggest challenge I had is that in my previous station, it was in a mixed school that there were not so much issues, but when I came here, you find that the number of issues that you have to handle with the boys there is quite many. So that's also another challenge that I think as an individual I've experienced in my working in this department, in this school.
For our students to attain the grades that will enable them harvest well from education, they deserve going through various counseling sessions, and that is why we are meeting this group.
But where are you? Where are you right now? Unapata E ama unapata A. If you're getting an A, it doesn't mean you don't have to set a goal. You must set a goal, because if you don't set a goal, then you won't have any sense of direction. You will deviate. If you have a C, if you have a C, the same way you need to set a goal. So first of all, you need to determine where you are after setting your goal. And then what do you need to do next? You need to be honest with yourself. So you write, be honest with myself. In your books, you write, be honest with myself. Ask yourself, is this goal really attainable? Ama unasema, by the end of my 4-year course, nataka nikwe nimejenga nyumba, permanent house.
I'm Tom Osewe. I'm the governor from 2 Chulaimbo Boys. On Wednesday, we normally have a guidance and counseling session, which commences or begins at 2 and runs all the way to 4 p.m. This session is to bring boys together, those who are having challenges at home or maybe in school. They speak them out and we see a way of helping them. It's also a way of counseling the boys. Those who are having problems related, for example, those who can be having fee problems, they normally come, they say their problems, and we teachers together with the school administration will finally help them so that they stay in school. There are some boys who have been in problems. For example, when they are sleeping at night, or when they are sleeping at night, or maybe they are reading, they normally turn mad and runs in schools, chasing teachers and their fellow students left and right. But this station has helped them because 2 of them who are seriously affected are nowadays very calm. And they are in school. The school wanted to transfer them to other schools. Some were to leave school. But through this session, they're now very okay. They are carrying out their education well, and they're very safe. So this program is of some importance. We can see the fruits in it.
Now, in Chulaimbo Boys High School, there is a special department called Technical and Applied Subjects. Let's move into this office within this corridor so that we come to know actually what takes place in that specific department.
Thank you. My name is Mr. Joshua Wera. I'm standing in for the HOD Technical and Applied Subjects, Mr. Isaac Bwana, who is not in school today. In the department, we have business studies, agriculture, and computer studies. One of our strengths in the department is that we are well staffed, and we work as a team to ensure that the students get to know and get knowledge and skills in our areas of service. That is in the different subjects that we teach. There's another area that the school has really supported this department to ensure that we give the student the best, but through provision of the required resources, and even through allowing us even to interact with other specialists in the area and in the subject areas, different subject areas. In the agriculture as a subject, we have a spacious land that enables the student also to carry out their project. That is to help them excel in their KCSE results. In the computer, I want to say that we have computers, and we also, the subject also is speaking on very well because it's a new subject that has been introduced in the school, and it's just been done by the Form 1 and the Form 2 currently. One of the weaknesses in the computer area, we can say that all the computers are not working as required, since some are stalled, some are not in the right form. They need to be rectified so that the school can also get assistance from those particular facilities. Another thing, the weakness on the side of computer is that there is no Wi-Fi that can help the students to access the resources in the internet well, so that they can continue to improve in their performance in the subject. In business studies, we want to say that for a long time, we've not taken students outside just to also for just field trip to also learn outside the school. That's a weakness that is there, maybe due to COVID-19 that has been there, and other challenges like resources. I believe that if the administration come in
to support these technical subjects, the school will do well in them. And therefore we request the school administration to come in and support the technical subject so that we achieve our goal. We want to thank the administration for helping the technical subject so far by ensuring that we have enough resources like books. We also have the lockers, we also have the wardrobes around as opposed to other offices. I think that the well-furnished office that actually is doing well in the school. Thank you very much and God bless you.
My name is Mr. Felix Akong. I'm a member of Technical and Applied Department. I take the students through the computer studies. In the school, there's the computer lab where we do the practicals majorly for the students, where they learn the practical work part of the computer. Theory part they do in the class, and the practical they do in the class. The major things we're having that it is a new subject, we're introducing it to the student and they're catching up with it. The major challenge is that the number is big and the computer room is small somehow, so we need a little bit a bigger room than this one and well equipped with the materials like the computers and more.
My name is Caleb Luvembe, HOD in charge of clubs and society. In the clubs and society we have 16 non-academic clubs, which includes the law club, we have debate, we have journalists, we have talent show, we have environmental, we have law club and many others. Then we also have 13 academic clubs, then we have 3 societies, Scouting, YCS and CU. In the department, our strength is in drama, Scouting, music and CU and Talent Nation Club. And the challenges we are facing it is that in the department we tend to lack some facilities, especially halls to host some of our meetings and our debates. And the possible solution is that when the new dormitory will be through with construction, we'll have now enough space for training drama and music students and will be at good shape.
My name is Colin Odhiambo. I'm the head of Department Science. I oversee the teaching and learning of physics, biology and chemistry in Chulaimbo Secondary School. Among other things, I also ensure that I coordinate lesson allocation to teachers in the department. Additionally, I maintain laboratory inventory for the science department. In this department, we have a total of 6 physics teachers. I have also a total of 8 biology teachers and also 8 chemistry teachers. We also have 1 laboratory technician. In our school we have 3 functional labs, and one of the areas we would like to see improved is acquisition of an extra lab because of the increase of our population. Additionally, we need another lab technician. Otherwise, to highlight a bit of the success of the department, biology in the just concluded 2021 KCSE exams, biology was the most improved subject. While physics in our school did well, we even bet Maseno School. Otherwise, we believe that with just a bit of meeting of the staffing gaps in our department, matters to do with the laboratory, to do with the acquisition of extra spacing, I believe that we are up to the task, and God willing, we should see the department going forward in the coming exams. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kennedy Mugo, the laboratory technician at Chulaimbo Boys High School. Now, in our school here, we have got the 3 laboratories. That is the senior lab 1, the senior lab 2, and the junior lab. Now, in our school here, we carry out all the 3 sciences, that is physics, biology, and chemistry. But all of them are carried out in all the laboratories. Like here, right now we are having the chemistry lessons. And as you can see, we are preparing some solutions. We are using this apparatus here for titration. Okay, in the laboratory, we have got some rules. That is the safety measures which are used to within the laboratory to maintain the safety of the lab. Like we have got the students within the school, and those students, there are some rules. Like they are not supposed to enter into the laboratory with the foods, as we know that if a student can get inside the laboratory with the food, maybe the food can get some contaminants within the laboratory, and if at all the student eats, then he or she can die. Another one is we should avoid getting inside the laboratory with with an open shoes. We need to put on the closed shoes. And also we should tuck in, we should avoid the hanging shirts. Or here in our lab, in our school here, we have got the 3 labs, but the population is, we have a larger population. So, and if you check our labs, they are smaller, if we, as far as the number of students are concerned. So if at all you can get a bigger lab which can accommodate at least the larger number of the students, then it can be okay. For example, during exams, normally we face some challenges. We find that instead of students finishing the practicals early, we go up to very late. So that one, if at all we can have a bigger lab, then we can be in a better position to handle the matters of the practical.
Thank you. I'm Isaac Otieno. I'm the head of the English department in our school. So we are doing well. We have a mean, though it's not very good, of 6.2 in the last KCSE, but we're really struggling to improve on the mean of this school. Now in this department we are 9 currently. We have 9 members in our department, and a team that can handle all the 21 classes that we do have. The 9 members, we have 6 on TSC, 2 on BOM, and we have 2 on teaching practice. So basically what I can say, some of the challenges that we have in our department, majorly is the implementation of the language policy. The students are not accustomed to speaking poorly in English, and this one reflects in what they do, the work they do. During exams, we have challenges due to the mother tongue influence and use of Swahili, that is Sheng actually. And also the reading culture has really gone down. We really push students to read set books, and those are some of the major challenges that we have. So we don't have a space for library, but we can still create some reading hours, take them through the debate sessions so that they familiarize themselves with the language, and also through drama. So Cisco Instruct, we've never had events of drama that will make students interact with language a lot and learn a lot from it. So basically those are some of the solutions, though not all, that I can say immediately.
Okay, anyinga Henry Ochenga Bola Jaka Puonja, and take the school guy in the Adjati Marco Shomil, kind of a mana school guy, then Cheng Mokareki Bende, tie department jikon aje tiyo ga support jikon chieng' mokaregi. Kandi warego Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
My name is Edwin Oko. I'm the HOD Mathematics in this school. We are having a vigorous exercise behind me here. We are marking a joint called Chunyatembake that is done by 9 schools. So we are hosting 9 schools here. That is Chulaimbo boys. We have Orero boys here. We have Kereri girls. We have Teremi boys. We have Kadinlolotunga. We have Mbaga girls. And we have Ngia girls. They are here, and we are in this exercise up to the end, and we want to see a good success in this. And as you can see, there's a lot of work going on. Paper 1 is done the other side, and paper 2 is being marked this side. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
For spiritual development, Chulaimbo Boys High School is under Anglican Church of Kenya.
Okay, I'm Reverend Kenneth Arodi from Chulaimbo Parish within the Diocese of Maseno South, and a sponsor representative in Chulaimbo institution. We are glad that we are sponsoring this school, and our relationship have been cordial, and we have been participating in different activities, especially on the spiritual matters, and also counseling to our students. Every Sunday we participate in the Sunday service, and also in other activities as board members. We work towards supporting our institution of Chulaimbo in different ways, maybe financially, and even if possible, and morally and spiritually, so that our students within the institution can grow in totality in 3 dimensions. That is spiritually, physically, and academically. So our relationship with the school have been very good, and we have seen growth in our institution since I became the member in this board about 10 years ago, and I think we have done our best to make our school to be where it is today. As we pray, we feel that our students are encouraged, and believe that God being on their side, they will be doing their best, and there's nothing bad that can come across. And I think that has make us improve and even give the students the confidence that they deserve.
Well, my name is David Okeyo, currently the chairman of BOM of this institution. I want to start by saying that this school was established in 1970, and before that, it started on a Arabic basis. It was one of the first schools that were started on a Arabic basis, and it has grown up and until where we are now. The school has been going on well. We have a lot of developments in as far as the infrastructures are concerned. Academically, we have really improved, and I must say that the sky's the limit. We are trying to work hard. The board is very serious to see that school moves to another level. I must say that we have been having very good principals, and the leadership has been good. And as you can see now, we have the new principal, the senior principal who has just joined us. And going by his track record, we believe and we know and very sure that this school is going to go to another level. Our intention is to make this school a national school. And that's what we are aiming at, and I hope working together with our sponsor, which is the ACK Church, I know we are going to achieve what we want to achieve. Our focus is on infrastructure. We must make sure the school has got a good infrastructure. Then our main aim and focus on academic. As we have been told before, what we are aiming at this time is a mean grade of 8.0. That's what we are aiming at, and our goal is achievable, and I think we are going to achieve it. Because the teachers here are very committed, They are working round the clock. They make sure that the students are in good environment. And if you go by history, you've never heard about Chulaimbo going on strike or something like that. That shows it all that the management and the leadership is very good of the school.
And finally, in order to understand all the developmental plans that Chulaimbo Boys High School has, we are starting with the 2 number 2s in command, and then finally the school principal.
My name is Okwemba Samuel, Deputy Principal Academics. I've been in this school for the last around 3 years, and during these 3 years we've seen the school move positively in terms of academics, in terms of discipline, in terms of order. We brought all that. And then duties that I have, number 1, is to ensure that the academic standards of the school are above reproach. And this we do by monitoring the teachers. We ensure that the teachers will go to class, do their work as is required. The boys must be in class at the right time. The boys must attend to their classes. We also do quality assessment and standards to ensure that whatever the boys are receiving is good through lesson observation. We do lesson observation. We have ensured that the teachers remain professional in their conduct by ensuring that they prepare schemes of work, they do record of work, they assess the boys by recording all the assessment results in their mark books, and then we release the results on time, ensure that the parents get the feedback of what the boys do in school. And that's why every time we give them the report forms, ensure that we also send some results through bulk SMS, they reach the parents, and then you find that around, to ensure that also these quality standards are there, we must ensure that learning facilities or materials are provided. In liaison with the office of the principal, we ensure that the reference books, the class texts, writing materials are available to the boys, and the teachers go to class at the right time. So we have managed to do all this, and we believe that Chulaimbo has become a better place. And you know, academics, you cannot succeed in academics without discipline. So as much as the discipline falls rightly in the portfolio of the deputy administration, but you find that we work together, we amalgamate these things, so that you find that as I deal with the academics, I also deal with academic discipline, so that this discipline, when the boys become disciplined, you are sure of a good result. And indeed today we can boast, as the 2 deputies in this school, that where we have moved this school in terms of discipline in conjunction with other teachers, it is just superb. You find when we came in, you will find boys in tattered trousers, boys in tattered shirts, but so far we've now brought that down. The issues of drugs in this school is something that is in the past. It is under the bridge. We don't talk about drugs anymore because we managed to crack, and then now the boys are well, they are good to go. Then we also boast of movement in the school, which has also enhanced time management, and as a result we discover that the boys waste very little time. The boys have a lot of time. What impresses me most is we have impressed class discussion. In classes, boys meet every day. We have a timetable which subject to be discussed, and this is actually enhancing studies in this school. We want just to create this reading culture where the boys will love their books. So we want these boys, because we are inspiring them each and every day, that A grade has been elusive from this school. So we want to do all that we can do to ensure that at the end of the day, this year, we must get that A. We must redeem that A that has been very elusive. So we want, for the first time, after a long time, the last time I'm told we had an A in this school is 2014, when we had an airplane, a student getting an airplane. But this airplane became very elusive. But we are putting mechanisms in place so that we get this A, we redeem it, and we are sure we are going for it this year. One of the strategies that is making us go for it this year, we are employing a method whereby the class will be categorized according to the ability of the boys. So we have the strong boys, those are the achievers, the top cream. We put them together and we allocate people to deal with them in every subject. We have teachers dealing with the top achievers, and then we have the teachers dealing with the low achievers. And these low achievers is our main aim of concentration. We really want to concentrate on them so that they also give us our mean. This year we are aiming at 8.0, and 8.0 is not a mere achievement. For us to get 8.0, we have to ensure that the tail is shortened. But find when the tail is too tall or too long, then my brother, you can be sure we can't go anywhere. So we want to shorten that tail, and one of the things we are planning is to tag some reward on the last grade, the lower grade, so that if a teacher can eliminate the D's in his subject, we reward him for that, so that can motivate us. And also we want to reward the best boy. The best boys, those will get A, because we want that A. Like yesterday, we want the boys who get an A, we want to give them a token. And in this case, we are proposing a boy who gets an A, we are giving a laptop. And not just a simple laptop, a very good laptop. So we are in the process of buying a laptop, securing one. Once we have secured one, we tell them it doesn't matter how many you are, who will get that A. That's not our problem. As long as that's an A, we show them the laptop on display, and we tell them you get an A. Even if you are 10, you will get this laptop. So when the results are out, we give them the laptop. And if in the event nobody qualifies for that laptop, we shall keep it unused until the following year, where boy must get it. We are sure with this, boys must get them. And to ensure that this comes to happen, because our utmost target is that A. Even in our internal exams, but not really internal, the joints we are doing with other schools. If a boy gets an A, we want to peg a reward on it. So that once we have pegged a reward on it, it's a way of pushing the boys up to remain enthusiastic that we can make it, that we can get it. So as they go for that reward each and every time, we don't want to look at the overall A, no. In every joint you get an A, you get a reward. We buy you a book in a subject that you are very weak, and we give you a cash reward, so that we encourage this A. This year our main aim is we must get an A. We must redeem an A for Chulaimbo. And I know once we have done that, it is very good. We are even promising now, we want even to bring it down to the lower forms, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, so that the best performing students, we even want now to take them for motivational tours. You take them even to a school that is performing very well. They see what the boys do there, like a school like Kapsabet, take them to Nairobi. And our ultimate goal is that we even take them to the university, so that they see how the universities work, so that they get motivated also to go to the university and do what they have seen. And when we do that, believe me not, Chulaimbo will gain its glory that is elusive, where Chulaimbo is supposed to. Chulaimbo is a big school. Chulaimbo 8 has reached is supposed to be competing schools with the 7 point, 8 point, and Chulaimbo is not supposed to be in 6 point. So this year we are determined to put Chulaimbo in the 7 category, if not the 8 category. If we can't get 8, then we must get 7 point, so that Chulaimbo is up again.
I'm John Nyonje Utieno, Deputy Principal Administration, Chulaimbo Secondary School. I'm also a teacher of chemistry and mathematics. And as administrator, I'm in charge of school discipline. I'm also in charge of admission of students. I'm also in charge of games and activities, programs in school. I'm also in charge of boarding, and under boarding I also work with heads of department. I also work with senior master in charge of administration. And above all, I recognize that Chulaimbo School was formed to bridge gap for students that are not doing very well academically. But as it has grown from the formative stage up to this level, now it is an extra-county school. I'm cognizant of the fact that students above average are now admitted in this school, and our service is core to ensure that they compete favorably students in national school. So as an administrator, I'm fully in charge of students' discipline, which is core for academic performance in any school, and conduct. And above all, we want to bring up students that are God-fearing, students that will fit in this country and the globe at large. And to ensure that happens, we normally produce and enhance the environment for learning. And it begins with the admission to Form 1, where I'm in charge of admission of students to Form 1. And that work I do on behalf of the principal. I'm also mandated as a Deputy Principal Administration to look into co-curriculum activities of learners in school. There is an important relationship between my office as administrative officer to the academic officer, in that we prepare learners to have an environment that is peaceful, organized, orderly, for learning to take place. If the administrators do not offer this opportunity, then learning programs will be chaotic and will not be fruitful.
By name, I'm John Otieno Ogwayo. Currently, I'm the principal of Chulaimbo Boys, starting 18th of May 2022. I joined Chulaimbo from Homa Bay County, a school by name Wiobiero Secondary School. I have been in service as a teacher for 26 years, uninterrupted, and out of the 26 years, I've been a principal for 16 years. Chulaimbo is my 4th station as a principal. I would wish to say that I'm happy that when I was transferred to Chulaimbo, I had never worked in Kisumu, but I took the transfer as my employer had indicated. I reported to Chulaimbo. I must appreciate that I got a team in Chulaimbo that received me in a manner I thought they have been preparing to receive me. The reception was very warm. The board chair and the team that I met on the day of handing over, they were very warm, very welcoming. The staff also are very receptive. The time I talked to the students, they were equally receptive. I also want to say that reception is an indicator that the school has had a very good management and the school is open for any new ideas. They are not rigid, and that is one point that I saw from the very onset, and it indicates that this school will go far beyond where it has reached now. For the 1 month I have been within the school, I have done a lot of my personal observations, personal studies, looking at the past activities of the school. I've also met part of our parents of the Form 1s. I've met my PA executive. I've also met some subcommittees of our Board of Management. I must say there are men and women who have their school at heart. They are focused. And I've taken upon myself, and I have also given them my word that I will not let them down. I will do my best as now the coordinator of all the activities in the school. They have assured me of their support. And now we want to marshal this support from the various stakeholders towards achieving their dream, which is a good dream. The school wants to move and occupy its rightful place in this county. This is an extra county school. They have been doing a mean score of 6.7, 6.9, which it is true and is also their conviction, they are operating below their standard. So it has been, after discussion, they had resolved that from 2022 going forward, the mean of the school should be in the category of 8 3.0 and above, where majority of extra-county schools are operating. The school has also been getting a reasonable number of qualifiers for the university. We also want to work and see if up to 90%, if not 100% of our candidates can qualify for the university, or at worst for a diploma training and above. Alongside that qualification, we also want our students to go and compete for the top professions in this country, the medicine, the engineering, which means we should work to ensure we also produce students with the mean grade of A that is required for those courses. I want to assure the stakeholders, I want to assure our parents, I even want to assure my employer, the Teacher Service Commission and the Ministry of Education, that I will do my best to coordinate the various inputs from the various quarters so that we ensure Chulaimbo gets to where the school should actually be. I'm optimistic despite the challenges that the school is facing, and this is not very unique for this school. We know all our schools are still grappling with 100% transition, which is a big threat to the facilities that we have. We appreciate the government is trying some interventions, which so far have not eliminated all the challenges. But we are working around the clock to ensure that these are done. I want to appreciate the board of this school. They have not let the issue of infrastructure be left only for the government. They are doing a lot to ensure infrastructure is improved. They did a wonderful Arambe last year. A dormitory is being put up from their effort. I also appreciate with their coordination with the Member of Parliament, Honorable Lagwaloch, an ultra-modern administration block complex is being put up right now courtesy of National Government Constituency Development Fund, Kisumu West, which we believe in the next 2 months or so, the school will have a new look admin block, which will go a long way improving the image and even reassuring our students and the staff in the school that our school has taken a big leap. So it will also be a pointer that if the infrastructure is coming up, they are developing, then we, the teaching staff, the support staff of this school, we do not have any other reason for not ensuring that education or the learning outcomes also move in the same direction that our infrastructure are moving to. Yes, where the school I came from in Homa Bay, Wiobiro Secondary School, it is a mixed full day school. The school was started in 1997. In my teaching life, it is the school that I have served the longest. I served there from 1999 to 2006. I left, then again rejoined the school now as the principal in 2013. So I was there for 8 years as the principal. That school had its unique culture where the students of that school would walk to school on bicycles, some come on foot, that they would get into school as early as 5:30 a.m. and they would wish to leave school at 9 p.m. We were just struggling to restrain them for security reasons, not to come too early or too late. The teachers in the school had also accepted their situation, that they're in a full-day school, a sub-county school, but they had decided that they wanted not to be held back by the nature of the school. So we worked around the clock such that in any sitting, 56 to 58% of the candidature would qualify for the university, despite being a day school. That made the school to attract so many students. Despite being a day school, we had students from all the counties in Luri, in the Luo Nyanza, the Kisii. We even have a bit of students from Rift Valley, because as I left that school, the student population was 1,800. All are day scholars. The performance of that school, we know we have two results, regime of results. There was the regime before 2016, and there's a current regime after 2016, when there were a lot of reforms in exam management. So the mean of that school has been 6.5, 6.3, which is comparing with where Chulaimbo had reached in the new regime after 2016. But I want to say there is a lot more advantage in this school than in the school I came from, because that was full day, so the contact hours was limited. This is a full boarding school, so we have more time to attend to our learners. That's why I was confident saying when the Board of Management and the stakeholders said the school should be operating at a mean of 8, I know what they're talking about. It's not a dream that is from the space. It is something that is doable.
In some situations, it is possible to find some students never happy of their schools. This is because maybe that is not the dream high school the student has been having right from primary. What makes me feel enthusiastic at Chulaimbo Boys is the following.
My name is Prince Griffins. I'm proud of being in Chulaimbo High School at Form 1 Heroes.
Hello guys, my name is John Moses. I'm from Form 2. I'm proud of my school.
Hello guys, my name is Samuel Gatu. I'm a member of Form 3. This is my school Chulaimbo. I'm proud of it. Bidii tutaongoza. Hello guys, I'm Brian Otieno, Form 4, and I'm proud of my school Chulaimbo.
Another eye-catching writing in this compound is I am proud of my school, yani najivunia shule yangu.